Yeah. I don't need your love anymore. Oh, maybe I should just do a few little changes to stuff. No, I can't remember how to do that. How do I do that? Oh, wait a minute. Let's go. Oh, there we go. Sure. Let's see. Okay. Let's pull that down. That looks good. Yeah. Shadow. Yeah. I don't need your love anymore. Okay, I'm gonna find a link to this live stream, and yeah, yeah. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Perfect. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Perfect. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna post this on my YouTube page. No, on my Facebook page. Maybe more people will join. It'll be fun. Let's see. I am that. And publish, and boom. Publish. It is publishing. Yes, published. All right. Cool. So for those of you who are watching this stream afterwards in the upload, hello, I'm here all alone. It's okay. I mean, I'm used to talking to myself. Might as well, I don't know, might as well film a video while I'm doing this. I want to talk. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so I thought I would go. Let's look at. Maybe I should hold. Okay, there we go. And white balance. Whee. That's good. That's good the way it is. I'm gonna post on Instagram as well. And hello, Instagram. I am now live on YouTube for the second time this week. I know. So yeah, if you want to join, go to my YouTube channel and you'll probably find the link there to me being live. Okay, see you then. And post and stuff. Yes, I want to save that and so and all that jazz. All right, cool. So let me pull up that page so I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, that's right, just like that. It's 6 o'clock at night here in Sweden. Late afternoon, early evening. Just had dinner, pyttipanna and egg. It was nice, it was good, it was fun and all that. And let me see where the settings and stuff are. Because they changed part of the setup for live, or I mean, they added a new function basically, which was a new way to go live, which is like more direct. So there we go. And I don't know. Maybe good things will happen. Isn't that what we're always counting on? Good things to happen. I am. Yeah, I have a quite intense week coming up, starting intensely tomorrow with a full day conference and then a gala at at night. So I'm trying to figure out the logistics around what to wear and how to bring stuff to places and stuff. Oh no, don't want to go. Don't want to leave. I wonder if I set the whole thing up correctly. Something looks different. I don't know. Yeah. I hope I didn't put it as unlisted. No, I don't think I did that. Let's see. Let's go to my channel again and stuff and see what happened there. Ah, that's what happened. No wonder. Let's see. Can I change this? I figured it out. Let's see if I can change the settings for this here to, I don't know, public. I think the chances of people finding it, if it's public, is a lot better than people guessing the URL, because that would be problematic, and you would have a very slim chance of actually getting people in. All right, cool. I'm gonna eat this. Good stuff. Oh, focus. Oh, let me. There we go. I think I can actually set the focus here. Okay, so here, and I click that away, and boom, focus is set. Nice. I like. Very good. Thank you very much. It's really strong, though. I'm trying to figure out the light here, but what? Well, not cool. Okay, go back. There we go. Something. I don't know, maybe something like that. And save. Good. Boom, boom. Okay, so apparently I started the stream as unlisted, and that was a dumb thing to do. Sweet. So yes, today I got a new clip for the YouTube World Project 2019. From Nigeria, Alexis from Nigeria sent in a beautiful clip. It was like horizontal, and it was good audio, and it was clear audio. There was a clear image. It was outdoors. It was all the things that you want in a clip like that. I love it, and it always feels like it's a little present. Like here you go. There's a clip from somewhere in Africa. I mean, I know where Nigeria is, but still, it's so cool. Huh. So yes, for those of you who don't know, 3.5 years ago, I released a clip called the YouTube World Project, which was basically meant the year before when I actually started it. Okay, so if I have people following me from many places around the world, so why don't you send me a clip where you tell me your name and what country you're from and say it in your own language, and preferably film it outside, and maybe we'll put together this fun, cool thing with 15 clips. And then I got a clip. The first one was from the Czech Republic. The second one was from Greenland. And I'm like, what? And then I realized that, wow, this thing has potential. So I prolonged the project. I extended it. And I started telling people, well, do you know anyone who lives in that country? Do you know anyone who lives in that country? And that's how it all started. And you have these like degrees of separation, and also me kind of looking for people on Facebook pages and stuff from different countries. And all in all, I landed in that first 3.5 years ago, 126 places around the world, which is incredible. What happened after that was that I got more clips in, which then set up this idea that maybe what happens if I extend the project into to involve more countries, because I got countries like Liberia in right afterwards. And so now I'm feeling 2019, it will be 4 years after the first video was uploaded, a longer version with more countries and more places included. And some of the clips from the previous version changed into new clips. Not all of them, but a lot of them. So yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. So I thought, why not go live for the second time this week and then just see where people are from. So I see there are a few people in now. Who are you? I only see a number, so I don't know who you are. You could be from Burma. You could be from South Australia. You could be from Antarctica. I don't know. Make use of the chat. And there we go. Hello, Mark Hilton. You are from the UK. I know that. UK has been covered already. We have Jason Stone from the Netherlands. Hello. I'm guessing NL is Netherlands. Or I can't think of what it could be otherwise. No. Terve Tulva, Gente with a D. Hello, Romania. Oh, I should pull up my little list of see which countries I actually have already and do not have. So Romania I have. That was a girl named Bianca. And I had Liana from the Netherlands. And I had Ellen from the UK. And Vilma from Finland. She said, what did she say? Suomena Vilma, Suomest. Yeah, I can't remember from memory. Let's just say that, and not that I can't pronounce Finnish. For those of you who joined me on the live stream the other day, it's not P anymore. And it wasn't P the first time either, but I had this weird drink. It was like one of those, you put a pill in and vitamin C, I think. The last YouTube World project was released in 2015. And the YouTube Advent Calendar project, that was between 2010 and 2013. That was 4 years, 2010, 11, 12, 13. That was a hassle. I don't think a project like that would even be possible to do today, because back then I actually asked some of my YouTube friends to actually film basically an entire video, send it to me, and then I would upload it with an introduction. That would not work today. But for those of you who came in a little later, I did get a clip in today. I got a clip in for the YouTube World project from Nigeria, from Alexis, which was such a great clip. And I have so many clips. Let me tell you which countries are new for 2019. Argentina, Austria, Azerbaijan, Barbados, Bolivia, Cameroon, Canada, Chad, China, Democratic Republic of Congo, Costa Rica. Got it in quite recently through my friend Sandy, who is in Barcelona now, by the way. Croatia, East Timor. I know. Cool. Guinea-Bissau, Honduras, Iceland, India, Jamaica, Latvia, Liberia, Mauritania, Morocco, Nepal, Nigeria, got in today. Philippines, Puerto Rico, Russia, Scotland, Senegal, Singapore, Slovakia, Somalia, Spain, Sri Lanka, Switzerland, Tanzania, Trinidad and Tobago, Ukraine, Uruguay, Uzbekistan, and Zambia. Those were the ones that I got in quite recently. Well, I mean, since the last video was uploaded, which was 3.5 years ago. Now my friend Johannes is writing to me, when will you be at the conference tomorrow? And I'm like, I'll be there around 8. So for those of you coming in later, so the project is basically, I asked people in different places around the world to basically say their name and what country they're from in their own language, and preferably film it outdoors. You get like a view of what the place looks like. And in 2015, I uploaded the YouTube World project, which was actually nominated for an award. I know, where 126 people from different places and countries around the world participated in this massive collab to the tunes and music of Dane Walker. Probably the video that I'm most proud of out of all I've done. And so now I'm doing a follow-up version of that for next year, adding more countries. And the countries I just listed were countries that are either new that I didn't have in the previous videos, or where I have new versions of. So yes, I am looking for ways to get people from these places to participate. And if you're watching this and you see at the top of the description, there's a link to my blog, and there's a world map where you see countries of different colors. The green ones are completed. The lila, the purple ones are claimed, like Cuba, Sudan, and Guatemala, and also Armenia. But the white ones are ones that I haven't had, that haven't been included before, and I still don't have in. So obviously North Korea, not the easiest country to get involved. But other countries, let me look at the list just so that I know what I'm talking about. Most of them are in Africa. Many of them are really, really small countries. And I don't think I've listed like every single of the tiny, like Micronesia is not included. But two countries that's weird that they have not been included yet are where are Laos and Cambodia. That is just weird. How can Laos and Cambodia not have been included yet? And in Europe, where I'm looking for new versions are Hungary, Israel, Liechtenstein, Malta, Monaco, Montenegro, San Marino, and the Vatican. Anyone know someone at the Vatican? That would be cool. Pope speaking Latin. That would be very cool, actually. Hello, Freaking Ball King. Hello, EG. G. Where are you guys from? You're from Sweden, probably. I am good. He's asking or that person is asking if I'm good. I am good. Had a productive day. Went to the library to pick up a book, The Trobrianders of Papua New Guinea by Annette B. Weiner. It's for my social anthropology class that I'm taking. EG is from Turkey. Yeah. Turkey was, who did Turkey? I think it was a guy named Emre. Let's see, Turkey. Emre, yeah. Yes, you are from Sweden. You are from Sweden. Ed Strong, hello from Russia. Is that the second person from Russia? Let's see, we had someone from West Siberia. John Griffith Cheney, West Siberia. John Griffith Cheney, that's a classic Russian name. I know, second time live this week. I was like, so I just watched an episode of The Crown. What should I do now? I've already done a video for Tuesday. Why not go live? Because it's fun. And while doing it, maybe I can round up some people for the project. Anyone know anyone from Samoa or St. Lucia or St. Vincent and the Grenadines? Do I have to speak English? Do I have to write English? I mean, preferably, because then the other people in the chat will know what you're saying and understand what you're saying. You're going to make money off it? No. I think I looked at it. The original video from 2015. I think that video of all the ads that has run on it has made me $20. And we're talking 13 months of work. I think that through the ads has made me $25. So yeah, this is not a way to get rich. No, it's losing money basically. Because back then, when I did the promotions, I'm looking for people in like certain countries in Asia. I would do these Facebook sponsored posts and direct those posts towards these countries in Asia. So I actually spent money trying to promote the message of the video and the project. So yeah, I lost money, but I gained the coolest video I've ever done, and that's important. What is your favorite game? Ooh, that was a big question. If you're talking about video games or like computer games, I would probably say Mario Kart for the GameCube. Still a favorite. Still playing it. I watched you a lot years ago, but I remember you. Oh, my mom always said I would be rememberable and people remember who I am. I guess it's true. What film's that from? The cat is sitting up there. It's like, when will you feed me? I will feed you in 2 hours. You know that. If I feed her too early, then she's going to wake us up in the middle of the night. Yes, so I am looking, tirelessly looking for people in places where I have not yet been able to get people. Nauru, North Korea, Macau, Kyrgyzstan, Kuwait, Haiti, Guinea, Grenada, Guatemala, the Gambia, Gabon. Yes, I am Swedish. I am from Skåne originally, which is the southern state, the most southern state in the country. But yeah, I'm both kind of tired, but also kind of energized from the fact that yes, I got a clip in from Nigeria, and the fact that I have an exciting week coming up. This sounds way too innocent. Don't trust it. Well, if you look at the original video, I think that through the link, yeah, if you go to the link in the description, it goes to my blog post, and in the first sentence there is a clickable YouTube World Project link, and you'll see the entire project. It's one of those things when you have people watching you from many places around the world, and you like, what if I did this? And then because people were very hesitant, and people were like, are you doing some form of like, all the things that you can do? It was drugs, it was prostitutes, it was surveillance. And I was like, no, I'm just a guy in Sweden who wants to do cool things with people from all over the world. Because for those of you who have followed me throughout the years, you know that, I mean, there are two reasons why I do YouTube. One is the creative part of it. I get to do cool things. And the second is the social part. I get to meet and get to interact, and I get to know people from all over the world. I mean, I know 2 people on Greenland. Who knows 2 people on Greenland unless you're Danish? It's just a cool thing. So yeah. I'm excited, and I'm also very excited that my friend Dane Walker said yes to compose the music for the original video. I don't know if we're going to do something different with the next version, or maybe do an extended version of that too, because that soundtrack is amazeballs. But yes, I can't say it enough. I got a clip in from Nigeria. Let's see if I can. I'm not sure I can play it here because this version of the stream is very, how to say, it's very simple, but I can play it so you can hear it. So let's see. This is from Alexis. At least you can hear it.
Hello, my name's Alexa Bakri, and I'm from Nigeria.
I'm from Nigeria. What? What else do we? Let's play. Could you hear that? I'm waiting to hear if anyone heard that, or was that just a bunch of noise? Because otherwise, it's silly to play the soundtrack to these clips. Yes, Kate said yes. Hello, Kate. Welcome to whatever this is. So this is the person from Senegal. I just hope that people aren't saying weird stuff. Let's play a few others. Here's one from Slovenia.
Volám sa Alexia a som zo Slovenska.
Oh, yes. And how about Switzerland?
Ich bin Ronny und ich komme aus der Schweiz.
Oh, aus der Schweiz. And stuff. Nicole, jij van Denmark. Cool, cool. So yes, I am. The thing is, I am just looking. I'm looking for people from places around the world to participate in this. What I think is a really cool project, and just trying to break into these really small countries and countries that I don't know a whole lot about, like Gabon. I've never been there. I've actually never been to Africa, which is still weird. Need to make sure that is not a thing I can say in Belize in South America, Burkina Faso in Africa, Burundi, Cambodia, Cape Verde. I know a bunch of people. Could someone rap in a video? Well, it would be a very short rap because it's only like my name is and I am from. Can you put a word in English, Swedish and translate it to English? I don't know what you're asking of me. My friend Johannes wants to see me before registration tomorrow at the conference because he's scared and alone. I'm like, cool. He's going to be on stage. I'm only there as a visitor. 4 bars. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so Roxana, I'm not sure if I've asked you this, but where are you from? Maybe I have asked you, and if I have, I'm sorry. Where are you from? We're all waiting here. Ooh, drop the ball. No, Romania. I think I've asked you that before. I think. Who did I have from Romania? Oh yeah, that was Bianca.
Bună, numele meu este Bianca și sunt din România.
Studi Romania. Romania. Yes, I mean, I was aware that the name is probably Southeast European, but I wasn't sure exactly. I have asked you before. I'm sorry. Yeah. Anyway, we actually, me and my work friend Ella, we actually almost traveled down to Bucharest. I guess we were supposed to travel this week, but things got postponed, or there wasn't any time. Thank you. Thank you for the forgiveness. But that didn't happen then, and then we had too little time. But yeah, I have never been to Romania myself. I've only really ever been, when it comes to the Southeast European countries, I've only been to Hungary and Greece, I think. I mean, I know I've been there, but I don't think I've been to any other country in that region, which is not cool. I'm supposed to be the person who goes places. Maybe I should do a good talk video about the need to see the world and meet people and stuff. Did I get it? I think I got a response on Instagram. That was, Instagram direct messages, when you get these like, I really like you, and then there's a really weird link. Yeah, not gonna click on that. What kind of music do you like? It depends on the mood I'm in. It can be singer-songwriter ballads. It can be heavy metal. It can be pop. I'm really an all-eater. I find favorite artists and songs within most genres. I would never say I hate that entire genre, because that wouldn't be true. Oh yes, Roxanne, I will call you when I have your number. Before that, I will ask for your number. Yes. Do you have a deadline or timeline just by which you want this project finished? I'm thinking I want to post the thing in the spring of 2019. And that's from experience, because it takes a while when you humbly ask people if they can do something for you, and especially a lot of people, it takes time. I'm still waiting for this guy from, I think it was Sierra Leone, to email me. That was 4 years ago. I don't really make music. I've done a few music videos, but that's mostly based on, GarageBand loops and stuff. I am, however, working on a very simplistic piano piece, which I guess you will see and hear more about later on. Let's see. Yeah, that was a weird link I got. So what are you up to tonight or today or tomorrow, wherever you are? Because I think right now most of the people in the chat are sort of within the sort of similar time zone, except for maybe West Siberia. Because I don't think we have anyone from the Americas, like the continent, or like very farther east. Not a fan of those, no, at all. And I'm also in Minnesota. There we go. Speaking of almost going to Bucharest, the original plan, if we had sold our apartment earlier, the plan was actually to go on a extensive trip to the US for a couple of weeks, maybe 4 or 5 weeks, and one of the stops was going to be Minnesota, Michigan, and then Minnesota, because I wonder if that's in Minnesota. Let me guess. It could be in Wisconsin as well. Okay, here we go. List of Swedish city names in the Malmö is in Minnesota. There's a little town called Malmö in Minnesota, and I'm from Malmö, Sweden. So I had this idea that I want to go to Malmö, Minnesota. I want to stand in front of that sign and say, "Yeah, I'm in Malmö. Where's my falafel?" And I've also never been to Minnesota before, so yay! That would be fun. I think what other towns are there in Minnesota? There's Kalmar, Karlstad, Malung, Mora, Ronneby. Oh, cool, Ronneby. That's where my grandma lived for most of her life. Uppsala. Totally off track here, but cool. Yay, Minnesota Vikings. It feels like I'm really awake up here, but my body's tired. That's sort of the rationality of trying to explain myself right now. I'm also working on my 10 Swedish words for Thursday. I haven't quite decided. If I'm going to do a greetings video or an animated video. Oh, politics. Because, well, I don't like what they represent. I don't like where they came from. I don't like the way that they treat certain people in their rhetoric. And I think their leaders are basically scum. Yeah. There we go. Lindström. Yeah, I saw. I didn't know there was a town called Lindström in Sweden. It's a very common surname. But I didn't know that was a town. Let's go to Google Maps and find the Swedish town of Lindström in Sweden, because I had no idea that existed. Where is it? Lindström. Lindström, Minnesota. Yeah. Weird, because I don't think it's a town in Sweden. Just north of Minneapolis. But it was on the list of American cities, so maybe it was a town, and then it was not a town anymore, but it remained in the US. Maybe they moved a town, like in Kiruna. Yes, so I'm trying to decide whether to do the animated video of walking around town or the greetings video, because I've never actually done a greetings video in 10 Swedish words, which is weird, because that would be one of the most natural thing to do. You look nervous. Oh no, I'm not nervous at all. I'm just like I said, I'm really like the body is tired and hyper at the same time, but I'm really tired up here. And when I'm in that state, I become like that. But no, I'm quite used to this format. Maybe not going live, but talking in front of other people. Just that I can't see their faces. I can't see them chuckle, and they're like, "Oh, he's really cool. He's really cool." I know. I just imagine that's what's happening. Oh, Saint Martin. Okay, I think it's a Dutch old colony. I'm back at the YouTube World Project now, looking at countries: Marshall Islands, Grenada, Djibouti, Dominica, which is not the same as Dominican Republic, and Comoros. Yeah, maybe I can get like a big turtle to do it. Cool. That would be weird. And there's also, I mean, when you think of countries in the world, and it's like, what is a country? Because, you know, the UN, they have a list of countries. FIFA, the football organization, they have a list of countries, and those lists are not the same, because you have places like Kosovo, Palestine, West Sahara, that are places where people identify as their home, but then you might not have the majority of other countries recognizing that, or maybe you do in the case of like West Sahara, except if you're from Morocco, because then you don't, because then you think that this country is ours. It's 6:34 in Central Europe, which is the time zone that Sweden is in, which is 1 hour later from UK. And 7 or 8 hours after Australia, because they're before us. I got a message on Instagram. Let's hope that it's someone who wants to participate in the YouTube World Project. You have to have it really cool. Are you looking for? No, I'm not looking for that. I'm married. That's cool. Thank you, though, for considering me. Imagine if you can get all the crap away from the internet, or at least contain it. So it's like, it doesn't come to me, but it's more something that if I want it, I'll go to you. Don't call me, I'll call you, but I won't. That's the plan. No need for borders. Yeah, I know. That is true. Borders are, I mean, the concepts of borders to contain people in order to contain a culture and a system, that's one thing. But when you build walls between cultures where they can interact and you start having like friction, that's bad. It's, I mean, I often, when you look at the maybe especially the state map in the US, compared to like countries in Europe, which are mostly formed or often formed by rivers, which gives them like that. But in the States, you have these really sharp 90-degree lines, which is like, it just doesn't look natural. It looks a little, I don't know, artificial. But it's okay. It's okay. Be whoever you want to be, as long as you're not an asshole to others. Antigua and Barbuda. So on the 1st of January 2015, which was on a month or two before I posted the video, I Facebook messaged Gina Lisa, a girl named Gina Lisa. I'm still waiting to hear back. Ooh, hate. Ooh, Kate Sterner, you might just be my best friend tonight. But she won't be traveling there for a while. I'll ask if she, yeah, that would be wonderful. I do not have Haiti included. Yay! You should totally hit, this is not a promotion, but you should totally hit me up on Instagram, The Swedish Lad, so we can talk more there in DM, because that's simpler, because obviously this stream is not gonna go on forever. It will end eventually. We don't need no country to start fighting natural borders are not an issue anymore. So we got so much infrastructure in Europe. Yeah, I mean, if all the EU countries kind of did what they were supposed to do, it would be very good. But you have certain countries with certain leaders where they want to reap the benefits but not participate in the other part. So that's also, I guess, a cultural class. Would you think less of a friend if you found out that they voted for the Swedish Democrats? I have the Luke Skywalker approach towards Darth Vader, and I say there is good in him. But I'm also curious from a social anthropology perspective as to what draws a person to vote for them, or what draws a person to vote for any party. Because somewhere along the line, either they were fed by their parents or the environment, or somehow there is this, not to draw any connections to politics today, but there is this moment back between I guess the First and the Second World War, where a young Adolf Hitler was on his way to meet a friend. That friend apparently, and this is just, I mean, what I've read in several sources, this friend didn't show up, and then he spotted this crowd of people, and he walked over there and he heard this person talk about the issues that he would then later sadly join in on. And then you think, what would have happened if his friend had shown up and they would have gone and had fika instead? That's the kind of thing that intrigues me as to why people are what they are and why they think the way they think. I mean, if it's just policy, okay, I don't want those people from those countries to come here, fine. But if it's based on non-facts, if it's based on sad rhetoric, or just the total lack of compassion, then I do have a problem with it, because that's not how I was raised. Yeah, I am people. Hello, Akshu, you are people. Yeah, you are. Otherwise, you would be a bot. So then goodbye to countries. Let me make this video first, and then we can say goodbye to it. I'm from Belarus. I study Swedish. I love your channel. Hello, Belarus. Belarus was the third or fourth clip I got in the YouTube World Project. And I have a few people that I know who are from Belarus but live other places now. Whoa. Belarus in Swedish is Vitryssland, White Russia, which I don't think has anything to do with the drink. Oh, got the hiccups. Oh, I still have a little bit of my chocolate ball. So good. But yay. What's your opinion on psychedelics? I don't know. I couldn't really say. Again, do what you gotta do as long as you don't hurt other people or become a menace to society and stuff. Because. Hello, Poland, Mirva. I've been to Poland a few times. I'm actually going to Poland, I think in April, for a conference. I was invited to Sopot in April for a conference about the Nordics, which I'm really excited for. I've been to Sopot and Gdynia Gdansk a few times because I used to live in Karlskrona, which has a direct ferry down there. So that would be cool. I'm coming to travel to Stockholm soon or quickly. Can I meet you there and take a picture? Well, again, like I told one of my best friends, Kate Sterner, hit me up on Instagram and we'll see where I am. And I don't know, maybe we can do a language challenge, because what do they speak in Belarus? I guess some form of Russian. And I'm not a Russian native. And obviously, since you're writing in Swedish, your Swedish is probably better than my Russian anyways. But it's okay. It's okay. It's all for the comedy and for the learning and for the exposure. Look, here I am, a Swede. Look, here's a person from, example, Belarus. We're making a video together, which is cool. Sure, our politicians, leaders might be nagging, but we're friends, so yeah. Belarusian. Oh yes, there is a thing called Belarusian language. Yeah, I speak English, Swedish, and a little German. I speak fake German. Ich kann sprechen ein kleine Deutsch. If you know a little German, and then you take Swedish and you make it sound German, because Sweden is a Germanic language, then you have fake German. Yes. I have a master's degree, and I'm studying for my second bachelor, because why not? Why not fill your head with knowledge that you can spread on to others and explain how the world works, at least from your own perspective. Ivory Coast, Côte d'Ivoire. I've always had problems saying that. Côte d'Ivoire. Elfenbenskusten is a country I don't have for the YouTube World Project yet. Hey, person with Arabic letter name. Let's see. No. I'm thinking, could I read something out of it? But no, I can't yet. Sounds like psychedelics. I know. As long as you don't hurt anyone. How you know it's Arabic? I was guessing. I mean, I guess it could have been Persian as well, right? What do you call those alphabet? Because obviously you have the Latin alphabet, which is the European, the one most of us are using, and you have the Cyrillic, which is Russia and on. But then do you have Arabic and Persian? Because I'm pretty sure those are different. And there's also, which country is that? Is that Thailand, or country near Thailand that has these really rounded letters? Yeah, we always fall back onto linguistics when we talk, don't we? Yeah. Because it's interesting. If you're interested. Yeah. But I got Nigerian today, and we have a connection to Haiti from Minnesota. Isn't that sort of the ideal? That you have someone from a place who knows someone who's from another place, and then you connect the entire world together, and Haiti is not left out. Yes, you can absolutely ask a question. Oh, look, Kate Sterner is like, boom, here's some Swedish for you. I should learn more languages so I can be brilliant about stuff. I'm studying Swedish for 5 months. I think I'm pretty good since I put extra time in it. But I've never been to Sweden and never spoken to a mother tonguer. That's a new word for me. Someone who speaks that language there. Well, even though some Stockholm people would say that I'm not, because I'm from Skåne, then I say, yeah, I do. So I'm not sure if other people and my teacher can understand me. Communication is essential. Linguistics is the best thing ever. Yes, and also the understanding of how other cultures work, because for me this means good, but that in another place, another culture, means the absolute opposite, which can be an insult. I was in London a few years ago, and these hop on hop off buses. We were waiting at a place, and these two people who work for the company, they were there like, oh, the bus is not coming because there's something wrong with the bridge. We're like, okay, so we started walking, and then they were like, no, we're just joking, man, we're just joking. And I'm like, you're such a wanker, I said. And they were like, because for me the word wanker just sounds like a fun, innocent, thing to call someone, but for them it was not. It's quite insulting. So yes, learning about other cultures, social anthropology, is a good thing. What's your favorite language so far? I mean, I always had a thing for French, and I studied French for many years. And as I've said many times, I would like to go to France and live in France for a while and actually really, really get fluent in it. Yeah. I heard that Sweden is boring. Is that true? Depends on what you're into. I think that the Swedes can be quite cold and boring because they're not very outward, especially not people in Stockholm or generally people in Stockholm. They walk looking down, but as soon as you approach them and start talking to them, they're like blah 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 blah. So I don't know if it's the cold weather for most of the year, and yeah, I mean, if this was June, the sun would be in my face and it wouldn't set at all. But since we're on the opposite side of the summer, it's dark, and I think that contributes sadly to the cold and being like. You can, I mean, like I said to one of my best friends, Kate Sterner, you can hit me up on Instagram, the Swedish Lad, and DM me there because that's usually a good way to interact. Your opinion on Esperanto? You think about countries like, I think you do. It was one of those. Was it a good idea, or is it a good idea, or because now, I mean, obviously, I think French is the European language, even though only, I guess, 3 countries actually speak it. And English is the most commonly used language. But I think creating a language that everyone speaks is actually something that we're already doing because we're borrowing from each other. Many times when I speak Swedish, I use English words because sometimes the English connotation of a word is more applicable than if I would say it in Swedish. So I think that somehow we are coming closer and closer towards speaking the same language, even though it is based often, at least in Europe, on English. What Finnish people don't like Swedish people, or maybe it's just a myth. I think it's a sibling thing. I mean, yes, Finland used to belong to Sweden. On the other hand, during the war, Swedes, I mean, technically Sweden was neutral, but we had a lot of Swedes who went to Finland to fight along with the Finns. And then there's always hockey. So I think it's more of a sibling squirrel thing because some of my best friends actually live in Helsinki, so I don't have a problem with it at all. But sports unites us and divides us. How do you get everyone to speak all languages? Yeah, I think it's actually the other way around. I think that, I mean, in a longer perspective, some languages will start to die out. And maybe, I don't know, maybe in 3 or 4 or 500 years, we'll be down to 3 languages, which is not actually impossible. I heard Swedish are racist in that, sorry to offend. I don't think Swedes, I mean, if you look at the very recent crisis in Syria, which country, if you count per capita, accepted the most amount of people who fled from war and death? Sweden and Germany. So I think Sweden has a big heart. But I think in basically all countries in the world, you have a higher degree of accepting other people from other cultures in the cities, and the further you get out into the countryside, the less you think that. But I would actually say that in the Nordics, Sweden is the most liberal country. I mean, personally, I mean, compared to Norway, Denmark, and Finland when it comes to that. So, but of course, we have people who are ignorant here as well, which I think most countries have. But yes. And all we can do is try to use logical sayings and not like some of them use violence, because that's not what the good side does. And we consider ourselves the good sides, the ones who are not dumb in the head, as we say in Sweden. Yeah. What time is it? It is 10 to 7 in Sweden. It is, let's say, is Minnesota on Central Time, or I'm guessing Central Time. Change the school system. I'm excited for Sweden Rock Festival. I'm so excited for Sweden Rock Festival. It's almost there. It's in June. What's your favorite English accent? I think that the Scottish one is twisted, funny, and interesting. Obviously, it depends on which Scottish, because you have the Gaelic and you have the more English Scottish, but you have like Glasgow Scottish, you have Stirling Scottish, you have Edinburgh Scottish, and so forth. So, but I mean, one of my absolute best friends in the world who lives in Glasgow is obviously Scottish. So whenever I hear her sweet voice, my heart, it goes, ah. So I think it all has to do with personal preference. But since I'm watching The Crown, I really like the RP. Very well. So nice to meet you. My husband and I are very thrilled. Yeah. Central, yes. 11:52. You haven't even passed half the day yet. And here we are, walking into the night. Hold on to the night. I'm good. I'm still hyper and tired at the same time, but I'm going to drink my water. And I'm going to finish a thing for class. Yes, I'm working full-time and studying full-time, because what is a man to do if not acquire knowledge while acquiring money to be able to maintain a certain way of living within four walls and roofs and floor and stuff? Because doing YouTube to raise money through a YouTube World project is not a good way to make money. Are you excited for Eurovision in Israel next year? I'm always excited for Eurovision. I think they're going to announce the Swedish participant, the songs and artists within 2 weeks at the end of November. Maybe I get invited to go and see that, because I've been there the last 2 years. So that would be cool. Maybe use this an option for your hobby. I saw the Bohemian Rhapsody film yesterday. The film about Queen, as they said, and I'm like, no, the film about Freddie, because John, Brian, and Roger were basically just sidekicks in the film. Back, please take it away from me, because you don't know. Sad. And all right, I'm going to go and do the things I need to go and do. If you want to follow me on Instagram and keep me updated on your pursuit of happiness and the participant for the YouTube World Project, feel free to add me there and send me a message. Just don't invite me to do sexual things, because then I most likely won't accept the thing, because then I just assume there's a virus included in that. So stay safe and use protection, kids. My Insta is the Swedish Lad, the same as my username. So it sort of works. Or as I sent to the Nigerian girl, the Sweet Fish Lad. I misspelled, and she was like, I sent it now and I can't see it. And I'm like, the Sweet Fish Lad, no, the Swedish Lad. John Green gave me that name. All the good stuff and all of that. So thank you for joining me, for those of you who were here, but especially not to those who weren't here, because they will never know. It's one of those, the tree falls in the woods kind of things. So yeah, thank you for joining, and good talk, and don't forget to be awesome. Yeah.